How do you go from being a UFC fighter to WWE superstar that went on to win multiple championship titles in the company, teaming along with the legend killer Randy Orton, to eventually being fired? What in the world happened to Matt Riddle? His skills are exceptional. Unlike other MMA guys who have transitioned into wrestling, he actually had a solid run in the WWE. Riddle worked with top guys like Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins. The former tag team champion had all the tools to be far bigger than he is today, but he always seemed unstable, and he constantly got into trouble for unnecessary, avoidable issues. Will he ever be able to bounce back from this downfall? Before gaining recognition as champion in WWE, Matt Riddle made a name for himself in the UFC. However, his performance in the company declined towards the end of his tenure. For those of you who are curious about his UFC record, Riddle secured 8 wins, suffered 3 losses, and had 2 no contests later overturned. He succeeded against notable opponents like Dante Rivera, Don Kramer, and John Maguire. Riddle also notched victories over Chris Clements and Shamils, but one of these decisions was overturned to a no contest due to a positive marijuana test. In 2008, Riddle started his MMA journey on The Ultimate Fighter, rapping Quentin Rampage Jackson's team. Although his squad didn't clinch victory in the 7th tough season, he secured a spot with the promotion. However, he was dropped from the UFC in 2013 after facing a second drug test failure within a year. After Riddle's release, he engaged in a noteworthy exchange with Dana White on social media and in interviews. Dana mocked Riddle for now being able to stay away from marijuana. In comparison, Riddle accused him of almost ruining his career. It was clear that they didn't like each other. The original bro later decided to take his career forward by transitioning to wrestling. Riddle entered the pro wrestling scene in 2014 and made his WWE debut in 2018. Riddle's WWE journey hasn't been without its share of controversies. A standout feud unfolded with Seth Rollins, sparked by Riddle's ex-wife Lisa, making degrading remarks about Becky Lynch on Instagram. Lisa's comments addressing Becky's body image landed as an unintended personal attack. As expected, Becky's husband Rollins didn't find the words funny. In response, Rollins expressed his reluctance to collaborate with Riddle in interviews. The feud lingered on for months. However, Riddle eventually took the initiative, approaching Rollins to apologize for his ex-wife's remarks, acknowledging it as uncool. He apologized on Lisa's behalf, emphasizing his admiration for Rollins as a performer. Riddle genuinely desires to work together, concluding with good wishes for Rollins and Lynch on their pregnancy and upcoming child's birth. Although they might never become best friends, the scenario showcased 2 adults resolving their issues and committing to professional cooperation. Since then, Riddle and Rollins have crossed paths in various tag team matches, battle royals, and Money in the Bank ladder matches, including a singles match that ended up in a disqualification. This was the groundwork they laid before they opted to delve into a dedicated program. Riddle's backstage issues extend beyond Seth Rollins, involving clashes with significant names like Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. His outspoken comments about Goldberg on Twitter resulted in an awkward backstage encounter. During his NXT tenure, Riddle stirred controversy by criticizing the in-ring abilities of Goldberg and Lesnar. This Twitter feud escalated when Riddle called out Goldberg for his performance against Undertaker at Crown Jewel in 2019. Despite being blocked, Riddle later mentioned in a TalkSport interview that they eventually resolved their differences. In the early 2010s, Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle gained prominence in the UFC, and both of them transitioned into pro wrestling. Despite their common amateur wrestling backgrounds and shared history in the same promotion, they didn't seem to get along. Even before Riddle's WWE debut, he targeted Lesnar, boldly asserting that he would be the one to retire the Beast. This declaration persisted throughout Riddle's indie career and echoed during his time in NXT, emphasizing the bro's determination to retire Lesnar. Lesnar wasn't thrilled about the call-out. However, there's no way the world would know about it, since he rarely does any interviews. The tension reached a boiling point during the 2020 Royal Rumble, as Lesnar and Riddle had a face-to-face backstage encounter before the show, where Lesnar had a few words for Riddle. It was later reported that Lesnar had advised Riddle to refrain from tagging him and mentioning his name. Lesnar said they would never work together and referred to Riddle as a kid. Fortunately, the situation didn't escalate, and it didn't turn physical. In his After the Bell podcast interview with Corey Graves, Riddle showcased the utmost respect for Lesnar, acknowledging that his comments might have rubbed Lesnar the wrong way. Despite all this, Riddle expressed a genuine desire to step into the ring with Lesnar, making it clear that he aims to become so valuable that the company would consider putting them in a match together. Surprisingly, Riddle's wish came true when he shared a ring with Lesnar at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event in Saudi Arabia. Unfortunately, the interaction was brief, as Brock dominated everyone in the match, including Riddle, sending him home with a single F5. After the match, Riddle retweeted a video clip of Lesnar's move, appending the comment, "Never say never, bro." It didn't matter much to Riddle that he had lost the match. As far as he was concerned, he just saw his heart's desire come to pass. There were some serious allegations about Riddle that emerged during his time in WWE and the Indies. In 2020, indie wrestler Kenny Cartwright publicly accused him of sexual assault on Twitter. However, 1 year later, she decided to withdraw her lawsuit. Her attorney issued a statement stating the parties have resolved this matter, putting it behind them and directing their attention towards the future. In a series of tweets shared in June 2020, Cartwright recounted an incident from May 2018 when she, Riddle, and others were traveling in a van. She claimed Riddle suggested they had sex. When she refused, she asserted that Riddle proceeded to physically assault her by grabbing her throat, choking her, and coercing her into performing oral sex. Riddle's lawyer Daniel Rose addressed the accusations, not explicitly naming Cartwright, and stated they were completely false. He also mentioned that an independent female performer had been stalking the Riddle family. WWE responded at the time, expressing that they took the allegations very seriously and were committed to looking into the matter. In July 2020, Riddle addressed the situation and acknowledged having an affair with Cartwright. However, he vehemently denied assaulting her, stating, "I have never in my entire life sexually assaulted a man, woman, or anybody." Riddle also said that Cartwright had started harassing him and his friends, aiming to damage his career through the assault allegations. These allegations emerged during the broader #SpeakingOut movement within the wrestling industry, where women openly shared instances of sexual harassment, misconduct, and assault they claimed to have endured. This movement extended beyond WWE, involving performers from various promotions worldwide. In October, Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp reported that Cartwright had officially filed a lawsuit against Riddle, WWE, Gabe Sapolsky, and Evolve Wrestling, seeking $10 million in damages from each defendant. The presiding judge dismissed WWE and Sapolsky as defendants in March. According to TMZ Sports, it remains uncertain whether Cartwright and Riddle settled before she decided to withdraw the lawsuit. In 2022, Riddle made headlines again when he was seen kissing adult film star Misha Montana. However, recent revelations indicate that he has been in a relationship with Jordan Max, who is coincidentally another adult film star, for the past 6 months. Jordan Max expressed her frustration on Twitter, addressing concerns about Riddle allegedly cheating with Misha Montana. During this period, Riddle faced a second failure in his WWE wellness policy exam, resulting in a suspension. Jordan Max's statement about Riddle going to rehab aligns with the circulating rumors during that time. Riddle is a wrestler who consistently captivates audiences. His distinctive comedy gimmick and easygoing demeanor swiftly endeared him to fans worldwide. Beyond his charismatic persona, his in-ring skills are truly exceptional. The memorable WWE Championship match against Roman Reigns is a testament to his ability to draw in high viewership and leave a lasting impression. Riddle's brilliance extended beyond the singles competition. His partnership with the Viper Randy Orton in the RK Bro tag team became one of the most successful and beloved duos in recent memory. Together, they brought excitement and entertainment to every match, establishing themselves as an unstoppable force and winning over fans with their chemistry. Riddle's abrupt disappearance from TV screens puzzled fans, especially after his pairing with McIntyre. Little did they know, another major controversy was brewing, adding to the intrigue surrounding the absence of the fan favorite Bro. The controversy began with an incident at JFK Airport where Riddle claimed to be sexually assaulted by an officer. It was later revealed that Riddle was drunk during the incident. This shocking allegation and cost-cutting measures by TKO Group Holdings culminated in Riddle's release from the company. In a surprising twist, Riddle added another layer to the unfolding drama. He recently announced that he and his partner Misha Montana are expecting a baby. What a roller coaster of emotions that the Bros' personal and professional lives takes everybody on. Amidst the unfolding events, some individuals have accused Dana White of influencing Riddle's release following the merger. Considering the history between the two, it might not be far from the truth. Earlier this year, the UFC and WWE, two significant players in the combat space, officially merged into TKO, forming one of the biggest entities in sports and entertainment. According to American journalist Bill Apter, backstage discussions point to Dana White's involvement in Riddle's sudden release. Apter suggested that the JFK Airport incident fueled the fire, emphasizing Dana's perception of Riddle as problematic. With the recent merger of the two companies, Apter implied that it was a joint decision, reflecting the culmination of factors leading to Riddle's departure. With Riddle's WWE journey behind him, speculation looms over his next move. Possibilities range from success on the Indies or in MMA. AEW is also a possibility, given Tony Khan's track record of acquiring released WWE talent. The future is certainly intriguing, as fans in the wrestling world await Matt Riddle's next chapter. The probability of him bouncing back is very high. There's a couple of people who've been through similar situations in the past, yet they came back even stronger. Although this isn't a guarantee, it sure gives Riddle's fans something to hold on to. Indeed, Matt Riddle's journey in the WWE has been a roller coaster, marked by promise and unexpected turns leading to his release. His story, filled with controversy and talent, intrigues fans about his future endeavors. Did Matt Riddle take things too far? Well, one thing's for certain, he's not the only one in WWE who's had a career filled with controversy. And his name is... Check out these moments when CM Punk shocked the world.